Hello and welcome back to another episode of Digital Road Trip. My name is Wizzy, you can also call me Wizzy, and today we're going to be starting towards a new destination. Because last episode, we made it to our destination, which was the Battery in Charleston, South Carolina. And that is where we currently are, obviously. Now, one thing I did notice before we get into anything else, I do want to mention, I stopped at this direction here because I thought this would be a good section for a thumbnail, and unfortunately when I was doing the thumbnail, the stupid tail on the Y here for the road name was kind of in the way. If I moved it too far right, there wouldn't be enough of this, and then if I moved it too far left, you'd have more of the words, and it was just a mess. So I had to compensate and just have a little bit of this tail here. I mean, it's not like it's really noticeable on the thumbnail, but I just wanted to mention that was kind of a little bit annoying, but yeah. Anyways, as we're gonna start heading towards our destination now, our new destination, I do want to mention a couple things. First of all, I do want to mention that I do have a Discord. Now, I know I've been mentioning that in a few of the other videos for probably, like 6 weeks now, it seems like. I do have a Discord, links in the description below if you want to check that out. But basically, on there, I have places where you can chat with other people, like general chat, gaming. I have a place for Minecraft. I have a place for GeoGuessr. In fact, on the GeoGuessr section, I should make a general chat for that, actually. But anyways, on the GeoGuessr section there is a place where you can submit custom challenges that you would like to see me play, either challenges that you've created or someone else has created that you'd like to see me play for my Wednesday custom challenge video. Now, I do actually have created a spreadsheet too for my challenges that you can view. I think I'm still working the kinks out on that though. But there is a spreadsheet on there that you can view, hopefully, that shows the order in which the challenges will be played, as well as the name of the map, who the map was created by, who submitted the map, when they submitted it, when I played the map, like what episode the map number will be, the episode number that the map will be on, name of the episode, and the date of the episode, or when it will air or go up on YouTube, as well as the link for the map itself. So that is all the information that you can find on that spreadsheet. Like I said, there's a section I have for that on there, if you want to check that out. Now, there is a couple other sections I have. One that will show you like any like updates that I'll make, like whether or not I'm gonna be delaying or canceling a video, or also if I'm gonna go like live on Twitch. As well as that, I have a section that basically shows the schedule that I currently have. So basically, Tuesday being Twitch at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, Wednesday's Custom Challenge at 2 p.m., Digital Road Trip this series, 2 p.m. Eastern Time, Friday Night Gaming with Gadget Racers on the PlayStation 2 at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, and then on Fridays, rather, and then Speedrun Saturdays at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Like I said, and each one has a link for the playlist of the respected video. So if you want to check that out, like I said, description or links are all in the description below. I will have a link for this playlist down in the description below as well. Now, I guess that's everything I want to mention for that. I felt like there was other things I wanted to mention, but I guess not. Now this is the bridge we came off of when we were going to... Or we came to Charleston. In fact, we came up to this intersection. And I said in the last episode that I'd probably just go back up to here. This way. To head towards Jacksonville. So that's what I'm currently doing. I'm going on to here. I don't know if there was another on-ramp we could have gotten to, but I figured that was the best way to go. Simplest way. It was a straight shot. So Savannah, Georgia. So we'll just follow 17. We don't want to get onto the interstate there, because that is part of my rules. Of course, part of my rules too is to not use the map to help guide me where to go, but granted, I have done that in some sections or some parts. But yeah. Okay, so let's keep going, obviously, this direction, because this is 17 here. Now, I would assume eventually we'd probably come across Route 1 again. We probably want to come across Route 1, but I know 17 is more along the coast than Route 1, which is a bit strange, but because technically 17 should be west of Route 1, but it is not. It is east of Route 1. So I'm assuming we're going this direction. Okay, which one is 17? Is this both 17 or is this 17? No, we'll go up here, I guess. Because I feel like this would probably be more so 17 than the other one. I guess this kind of just bypasses that intersection there. If we went straight across there, it'd probably still... So, yeah. Got a cool bridge right here. See, I love bridges like these that have like lights and cool designs and stuff like that. Keep on going. Oh, that must be for there. It's kind of weird because it looks like the lane just ends. Got a little road there for the Waffle House, which is kind of funny. Parking, I guess, there. So this is the Savannah Highway. So Savannah, Georgia is 108 miles. Almost like kilometers, but no, 108 miles. So we're going to go towards Savannah, Georgia, obviously. Gonna have to go west to go south down in this area. Must be a church, I'm assuming. Yeah. Oh, that's funny that they had the boat painted as the number 3 from Dale Earnhardt Sr. Sailboat there. Dale Earnhardt Sr. Sailboat. That's funny. Of course, that's one thing that's going on now, is it got, NASCAR is back. No, the second race was last night. Well, as of me recording this, it's technically tonight. I'll probably watch it. Watch the one on Sunday. That was quite the race. No, don't want to go out onto this road. This road will not get us places. I mean, it will get us to people's places, but not to places we want to go to. This looks like an old, like city building or something like that. So this is still part of Charleston. What's going on there? That was just part of the building, I guess. Easy Go? Is that a gas station? Or a car wash? Or what is this? Is it Easy Go or... no, Vigo. It is a gas station, okay. Interesting design. Captain Don Seafood. Reminds me of an old seafood restaurant we had here in Bangor. Captain Nick's. Well, that is sadly gone. The only thing that's basically left of the building, and that's been gone for a few years now. The only thing that's basically left now is just the sign. They have like a tarp over it. Five Guys. I had that for lunch today. Good food. Keep crossing back and forth on each side of the road. It's like a highway up here, which of course we don't want to take. Although I do want to see something, because on the mini-map it looks like it's supposed to continue, but it isn't. So I just want to take a look at that real quick. Because I know I've done challenges for Purple Frog, which I called End of the Road, where it looks like it's supposed to continue on, but it doesn't. Doesn't really look like it, does it? So I'm going to cut back over here. Go back onto 17 South. I just wanted to see that real quick. So that was the highway, right? What was the highway? It was... Interstate 526, that's right. Okay. So keep going this direction. Probably gonna be in like the Charleston area for a while. Already 12 minutes into the episode and we haven't even left Charleston yet. Looked like it showed like what, right lane ends or something like that. Yeah, right lane ends, merge left. So now it's like all divided. So yeah, all of a sudden, just bam, middle of nowhere. Well, kind of. U.S. Department of Agriculture, Agriculture Research Service, U.S. Vegetable Laboratory, Clemson University, Coastal Research and Education Center. Interesting. I want to see something. Kind of looks like it's... No, I guess it's still open. I was just thinking it looks like it hasn't been open for a while. Like the grass, but the grass is cut, so I don't know what I was thinking. Maybe because of the... It's a little bit darker here. Sun's like setting, or... I'm assuming it's setting. We're heading west, so yeah, it'd be setting. So we gotta head west to go south. And hopefully 17 just doesn't end before we get to where we need to go. I don't think it gets into Florida. Although it might lead us back towards Route 1, which would actually be nice because I think... Well, I know Route 1 does go to the east coast. It's like right on the coast of Florida. Although Florida is not very wide once you get towards the south. It's wide at the top, but then skinny at the bottom, but at the top, especially western part, it's not very tall, so... Just because of the shape it is. So we get stuck in the gas station. I mean, not really stuck, but... Okay, so we're currently in Johns Island now. Johns Island, or South Carolina. Not to Georgia yet. That would probably be next episode, maybe? I don't know. Although, no, Savannah, Georgia is right on the border of South Carolina and Georgia, isn't it? So, it was like, what, 108 miles from Charleston to Savannah that showed. So depending on how far we get in this episode, then maybe the next episode will be... Was that the actual number for that thing? Like 999-9999? It's weird. What's this show? Back it up. Okay, so basically you keep going straight up here to follow 17, going towards Savannah. We got 97 miles to Savannah, so yeah, definitely is not going to be this episode by the time we get to Georgia. Essentially Savannah. So probably not next episode either. Maybe the one after, but it's hard to say right now. Of course, like I said, Savannah's not even our destination right now either. It's Jacksonville. Now, I mentioned in the last episode that I was going to find a place to set our destination at in Jacksonville, but I forgot to do that. I forgot to look for a place to set other destination, so right now it's somewhere in Jacksonville. I will take a look, I don't know, maybe after I record this, and maybe I'll put it in the description of this video, what our actual goal or target is in Jacksonville instead of just Jacksonville itself, because we've had a specific location for each one. Isn't there like a football team in Jacksonville? It's like what, the Jacksonville Panthers or something like that? Maybe we could have that stadium as our destination. Because of course I had Fenway Park as the first destination. And we went by Yankee Stadium. Was there another stadium we went by? It wasn't baseball, I don't think. I was looking for the one in Baltimore. I didn't... Did we end up going by that one? We might have, but I can't remember. That was so long ago. And then I don't think we went by any other stadium, but I'm not entirely sure. So that will probably be my destination, is the football stadium in Jacksonville. Like I said, I think it's the Panthers. I'm not big into football, so... I mean, I know some other teams, well, a good portion of them, like Tennessee Titans. Of course, GeoGuessr, I've actually had, I think like 4 times I've been at like the Tennessee Titans or Nissan Stadium there in Tennessee. So it's like, yeah, once I see that, I know we're in Tennessee. Nashville, I believe it is. Okay, I feel like we're making some pretty good progress, but we're in Ravenel right now. Tower Tire. Huh. Did they rename that business once that cell phone tower was put up, or was that business, or has that cell phone tower been there for... I wouldn't think it'd been there that long. The building looked older than, more than likely, the cell phone tower, because cell phones have only been around since, well, technically the 80s, but didn't really become popular, I think, until like the mid to late 90s. And then the 2000s is when they really hit off. Remember, I think it was like late grade school into high school, I had the Motorola Razr, which was like the phone to have back then. That was before, obviously before the iPhone and everything like that. I still have that phone too. I think I've had it, I still have every phone I've had The first technically smartphone I had was the Samsung Caliber. And unfortunately, even though it has Caliber in the name of it, the screen calibration kept getting off on it. And there was a thing to recalibrate the screen, but it just did not do it. It did not work. So I was a bit weary to have another smartphone after that, but now, of course, they've fixed the technology so much. I mean, that obviously doesn't happen anymore. But I remember, I think it was vertical, the calibration was off, so it's like I'd press one, like I'd be pressing the app I wanted, but I'd be selecting the app above it. It's like, no, that's not what I want. So you get apps like on the bottom part, or like main menus on the bottom part, and you can't do it because, like, unless you do like half your finger on the bottom of the screen to be able to get it. But if you do any higher than that, it's going to go to the one above that. And that just, yeah, it did not work very well. But I think basically ever since that phone, every phone I've had has been a Samsung. But I absolutely love it. I currently have the Samsung A50, which is actually a bit of a downgrade from what I had before, because the last couple phones I had were the Notes, the Galaxy Notes. I had the Galaxy S. Oh, I can't remember before. But the last Note one I had was the Samsung Galaxy Note 8. I think that was the first one with the rounded screen. And I absolutely hate the rounded screen design because every time, like, if you want to play a game with one hand, of course, the best way to hold the phone is from the sides. But if you have your hands on the sides like that, fingers on the sides or palm on the other side, it would interfere with the game that you're playing. Because, of course, the touchscreen wrapped around, so this one, I got this one mainly because the front screen is not wrapped like that. It is flat. But unfortunately, like I said, it is a downgrade from, well, quite a bit of a downgrade from what I had before. And unfortunately, too, that means the camera is downgraded. So the camera doesn't take quite as nice pictures as my old phone, which is a bit of a bummer, but you know what, that's fine. What is that saying? We're catching up to 95? Because that said something on this billboard back here about it. Let's see. Was it this one? Next right, Highway 64 West 2, Interstate 95. 12 antique and gift shops. So it seems like through this stretch, when I get onto this side, well, I guess not anymore. It seemed like one camera looked like it was, or one image, it looked like it was Beaufort. Okay. Looks like one image was 71 miles to Savannah. One image was divided and the other one was not. Or this road was divided and the other one was not. When was this one? This one was 2008. The current image that we're on. Oh yeah, it shows down here too. December 2008. Or 2018 rather, not 2008. If it was 2008, the camera would be a whole lot crap, or a whole lot more crappier than what it currently is. Of course, 2007, I think, is when they started doing the Google Street View. I mean, I like having the different images that you can go through as well. Because you can see, I mean, even though, I mean, it's not been that long, I mean, well, 13 years now, but if some of them had the 2007 images, and 2020 images, but It's nice too, like I said, having the different images, so you can kind of like see what the changes are, like what's changed. Like for me personally, I always like seeing like old pictures of places I know of, just to see what it looks like, see how different it is from what it is now. Like I know Bangor, it's like there's this page I have liked. It's you know you grew up in Bangor, Maine when and they show like people post old pictures and stuff of Bangor and other things and share memories and stuff like that on there. And of course, I've only been around since the early 90s. And so seeing those older pictures is pretty cool. Especially the ones because in 1912, Bangor had a great fire that destroyed basically all of downtown. And so all the buildings in downtown are actually no, it was 1911, the 1911 fire of Bangor. So all the buildings downtown basically are from 1912. But some sections, or at least one building on the other side of downtown that the fire did not get to. It's an old hotel, which is from the late 1800s, and actually there's been a few presidents that stayed there. I know there's like pictures of like one of the presidents on like the balcony overlooking town, like giving a speech or something like that. But yeah, and of course like the old streetcars and everything. Bangor used to have a whole bunch of streetcars. I used to actually go out quite a ways, like think like something like 50 miles north of the city and quite a few towns south of the city, and everything like that. But unfortunately, those are long gone. I think those stopped in like the 50s. But some of the roads, the tracks are still there. They just have paved over. I know in front of the public library in Bangor here, a few years ago they were doing road work and they had it grooved up. And it was grooved up so much that it went down to the tracks, and you could see in some spots the rail tracks from the trolley, which is pretty cool. And I know like along Main Street quite a few years before that they were doing water or replacing the water main lines, and the old water main lines that they had were actually wooden, probably from the 1800s or something like that, well over 100 years old. So it's kind of interesting to like know the history of these places. Of course, me being from Bangor area, Bangor being basically the closest city, although I think I mentioned it before, most of you probably wouldn't consider a city. I mean, we have, especially if I told you the population of Bangor, which is only 35,000. But for us, it's the third largest city in the state. The largest being Portland, which is like 68,000. So for us, it is considered a city. But yeah, anyways, I mean, we don't have like wicked tall buildings like you have in like New York, Boston, Chicago, those places. I mean, I think the tallest building we have is like 9 floors. Well, the tallest height-wise is an old Art Deco building, which is pretty cool. Those Art Deco buildings are actually a cool style, I think, personally. Like you got like in New York, the Chrysler Building, and of course the Empire State Building. I know Boston, over by the movie theater that I went to in Boston. It's an old Sears building, like the old Sears warehouse. And that's an Art Deco building. So it has like a tower out in the front that they would light up purple at night, which was actually pretty cool. So I think we're at 30 minutes right now, and I think we came across a perfect place to stop. I don't know if I want to look over this way, or if I want to look over that direction. I feel like I want to look more over that direction. Can go up more in the middle here, I suppose. Oh, yeah, we can like go over here, kind of like this river or whatever. Like we can take use this for our thumbnail. It's crazy. Normally we get to for like 45 minutes on these videos, but I always try to go 30, but it never works out. But this, I think, worked out. Got more water over there. I feel like this is a better looking area over here. So, yeah. Wow, that never happens, but... Anyways, I'll put this song on right now. But, yeah. Like I said, I am going to... After I get done recording, I am going to figure out a place in Jacksonville to set the destination. I think if there's a football team in Jacksonville, like I said, which I think there is, maybe I'll set the stadium there as our destination. I mean, of course, it's going to be a few episodes before we get to Jacksonville. We're only in Yemassee, South Carolina. We made a few towns outside of Charleston, but I keep wanting to call it Charlotte, South Carolina, but it's not. It's Charleston. I don't know why. It's the I guess the beginning of it that kind of confuses me. I guess I don't know. You wouldn't think it would, but yeah. Anyways, like I said, I will put the destination though in the description as well. Like I said, in the description you can also find links for Discord and for the digital road trip playlist. But yeah, anyways, that is, I guess, just about gonna do it for this episode though. So yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed. I know this is, like I said, a little bit shorter than all the other ones. Like I said, I try to go with this, but it never works out. And somehow this one actually worked out. So yeah. But anyways, yeah, hopefully I'll see you all in the Discord. But yeah, hopefully you've all enjoyed. If you did, make sure you leave a thumbs up. And of course, as always, I will see you in the next video. Bye!